Daily Farotimi mocks Tinubu supporters amid cyber security levy. We understand that Tinubu ordered the CBN also to include what they call cyber security levy, or to order all the commercial banks to include cyber security levy on customers. What is cyber security levy? What does that mean? If you are in charge of security, are you not supposed to provide security to a database of your customers? So should the customers pay for the security you are providing for their data that you are keeping in your database for your own business? So it was crazy. And amid that, Bayan Onoga came and said it was not 0.5%, that it was 0.005%. And after a few minutes, he deleted the tweet because he knew that he goofed. Okay. And I think Serap has now come out. They've given Tinubu 48 hours or face a legal action if you don't withdraw that levy from circulation. Okay. So in line with all of that, Dele Farotimi, of course, a supporter of Peter Obi anyway, and has been very, very objective in his argument and his own views, has come out to lambast the supporters of Tinubu, and he gave them two names, either Batidiot or Baptist, but all both of them have their own negative implications. Let's dive into the details. I know that the people in APC, they used to call obedience obedient. Now they have given it back to them. So in a recent statement via his official X account, Dele Farotimi, a well-known lawyer, public speaker, and a member of the Citizens Rally Against Oppression, has mocked the supporters of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who probably as BAT, who have not yet reaped any benefit from his regime. Farotimi's statement targeted those who back the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's regime despite not benefiting from it directly. He coined a term "batidiot" to describe such supporters. So let's see the tweet. He said, if you support the BAT regime and its impoverishment policies without being a beneficiary of Jagaban PLC, you are a batidiot. And if, on the other hand, you are a beneficiary of the regime, you are a Baptist, a shareholder or investor in the criminal enterprise known as Jagaban PLC. Bagam. This guy now, wow. So we have the Batidiot and the Baptist. The Batidiots are the one that are supporting the government but are not benefiting anything. The Baptists are the one that are either beneficiaries or investors in the criminal enterprise called the Jagaban PLC. So if you support the BAT regime and its impoverishment policies without being a beneficiary of Jagaban PLC, you are a Batidiot. If, on the other hand, you are a beneficiary of the regime, you are a Baptist, a shareholder or investor in the criminal enterprise known as Jagaban PLC, Farotimi wrote. Oh boy. So there are the Baptists and there are the Batidiots. So he linked them to shareholders. So on the other hand, Farotimi acknowledged those who have gained from the regime, referring to them as Baptists. He linked them to shareholders or investors in what he termed the criminal enterprise known as Jagaban PLC. Farotimi remarks has brought discussions across social media platforms. This is the one guy that they can't arrest. I'm just wondering the power behind Farotimi, why they can't even arrest him. They can't even go near. I'm telling you, they can't even go near him. There must be something holding him. Okay? And I know that people will come for him. Somebody said, can you understand the meaning of it? Okay, it's my turn. Those of you who attacked the voters during the campaign time and at polling units must also pay the money. Not be small. That levy, Abi. And somebody is talking here. Your Obi would have introduced his own earlier than now. Who told you? Somebody said, Ashe, Tinubu is a failure. Idiots like you will be the ruin of this country. Not be lie. So please keep quiet if you don't have brain to think. Allow people with the brain to talk. Obi is not your problems. Obi is not your problems. Face what is facing you. And don't give them back to the Batidiot there. Know your stand. Are you a Baptist or a Batidiot? That is it. And that is the question now. Are you a Baptist or Batidiot? Are you a Baptist or Batidiot? Know your position. And before you support Tinubu, know your position. Are you a Baptist or Batidiot? Wow. So that is exactly what is happening now. And I tell you, the Tinubu government has actually impoverished a lot of Nigerians. And some of them are even coming out to support the government in the public, but go inside to cry and they mourn their poverty inside the house. The worst of all is that everybody is suffering it, whether you are a Batidiot or a Baptist or obedient or FD, they've just impoverished the whole Nigerians. And that is why somebody like Atiku is coming out to blame Tinubu now that he's running the government with family interest before the interest of Nigerians. And that is why he awarded that coastal road contract to Chagori Group, CDK, very fast because his son, Sheyi, is a member of the board of directors. And the government has also come out to accept it. Yeah, that Sheyi was already a member of board of directors since 2018. So is that no conflict of interest? Your son is a member of a director of a company and you are awarding government contract to that company. That is conflict of interest. It means that your son and yourself have influenced the awarding of that contract without healthy bidding. So with all of that, it is obvious that Tinubu's government is centered around his person, his household, his family, and his cohorts, okay, his cronies. It's not the interest of Nigerians. And that is why some people that are coming out here to support the government without gaining anything from it is what Farotimi is calling the Batidiots. Those ones that are gaining, the few of them that are already stealing seriously are the Baptists who are beneficiaries of the Jagaban PLC, either by being investors or by being, in one form or the other part of the system. So now the question is, are you a Baptist or a Batidiot? So you should know your stance before you come out to make comment against or for the government. That is what Farotimi is telling us here. It is quite obvious that the government is hurting everybody seriously now. And even those that supported the government initially have repented and are all crying now. Some, out of shame and out of tribal bigotry, are still supporting the government even when they don't have anything to benefit. And that is the worst, the height of impoverishment. Impoverish you physically, impoverish you economically, and impoverish your brain that you can't reason normally again. That is terrible. Very terrible situation. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment over Farotimi's comments.